Hello everyone, we are here for Kubera, and if I look like I'm in a bad mood, it's because I am. This is my second time recording this. I only got one and a bit chapters in, but for whatever fucking reason, OBS decided to just change its settings and use the microphone in my webcam as opposed to the microphone here. But because I don't want the audio to overlap, I obviously have the webcam muted in OBS. So there was no audio for the video. So I'm here again. This first chapter we're going to skim through, and then we're going to get to where I was, and then we're going to read properly. You're going to miss my initial reactions because, I mean, I could edit in the footage. It depends whether I feel like it or if I just want to erase the fact that happened from existence. But yeah, really, really annoying. But hey, here we are. We're just going to jump into it. And, yeah. Also, I'll do this again. Daily reminder, exercise. You'll appreciate yourself for it later. A golden opportunity to use Bavadi Yama on a superior Sura. What assured you I was a superior Sura? Because you couldn't see anything. Even so, you'd assume I'm a half with a sufficient lifespan. With sufficient lifespan left ahead of me. Let me guess. The way to distinguish a finite one from an infinite one is not lifespan per se, but whether you can see one's name. However, telling a finite one's real name isn't the ability of death, but that of order. And as I said in the original recording, this is something that was kind of semi-loosely spoiled by one in the comments. Not a major one, because it's just the existence of this thing and this ability being tied to that. But yeah, order is interesting. Because I don't know why I never questioned why it wasn't a thing before. Because we have chaos, or null. So why the hell did I not consider that there might be an order attribute? I don't know why I never even questioned that. I think I've mentioned before, this is the first time... I think this is the first time this has come up in the story. Hasn't it? The reference to the order attribute. As we're about to find out, obviously the current human race doesn't have it. But I already know everything's going to happen in this chapter. As well, the fact that I predicted this during this chapter, but this is Claude. Right, this is Claude. I predicted this, and then at the end of the chapter we're going to get that revelation. But sorry if you're somehow not caught up and you're seeing Kubera at the same time as me, and I've just spoiled this chapter for you, but I doubt anybody is. But yeah. There's that. Order. For the current human race that lack the order ability attribute altogether, one can use this ability only by using the personal directory system. Even among the gods, only one of them has command of it. I can't use insight to see who's got your back, but it's obvious to me. You can't hide it. Thank goodness he doesn't seem to be all that lost like it was before. This is Claude. Or Mao. I think by approaching him has made him a little wary. I can only guess by his gestures since Superior Sura can't speak. Wait, he can't listen to me. How boring. It should have been a child's play for that punk to grant him the ability to listen to understand Sura language. Yuta, stop that. Oh, you were right. Sorry, I should have hurried back. It's fine, it's not your fault. I was a bit reckless and got close to him. Being very happy she's wearing the shoes. And obviously has the sword of return. It's almost like Kali's not really 100% sure on what's been going on with Lise. Despite having seen her on, was it Conchas? Yeah, it was. Well, in Kali Yuta form. But yeah. I was right next to him when he woke up, so he probably perceived me as an enemy, but thankfully he didn't look out of it like when he attacked you before. Really? Yuta, are you back to yourself? Obviously, utter lies, the green bubbles are Kali. That's right, Lise. It's me, I'm back. Oh, my chair's fucking squeaky. I need to buy a new chair. I'll probably do that soon. Season 3, episode 297, Final 1-3. What? So you have no recollection of how you got to this point? Yeah, not sure if it's because of the shock, but my memory seems unstable right now. Fuck off, Kali. No, don't, please. I love you. I see. Well, it is what it is. The phrase of my generation. I was hoping for you to have some leads as to where to go, as to where that god might have gone. That god? Yeah, God Kubera. He was bringing down the Sura realm and spoke as if he'd ruin the entire universe if he wasn't stopped. No, I think of it, I didn't even stand a chance against him. Yet, my body just reacted and dashed down him for some reason. The next thing I knew, he was gone. And then you came after me and grabbed me. And when I opened my eyes again, here I was on Willav. Well, the Sura realm is the dimension right above the human realm, so you can end up down here. So you can end up down here when it collapses. Sounds like it collapses often, just by the phrasing, but, you know, structurally yet. The thing is, though, you'd usually end up at the polar region of a planet, but this place seems far from it. Oh, could that be why there were more Sura than before around here? There were a lot more Asura when we were fighting, but none of the other clans would have been safe from the collapse. Yuta, how are you holding up, by the way? I mean, everything that's been suppressing your appetite is gone now. I know it is hard for you, so you don't have to pretend like you're okay. Are you offering yourself? You shouldn't do that unless you can resurrect yourself. You only have one precious life, you know. I can handle myself somewhat, but still, don't do anything too inviting. Resurrect myself. You're right. I feel susceptible with just these shoes. Honestly, I even wish I still had the bracelet, so I could regenerate myself and use other magic. Are you referring to the Golden Knight? Yeah, I gave it back to Mr. Sierra. Well, then let's go get it back. He doesn't have what it takes to use that bracelet to its fullest extent. It's better that you make use of it than let it sit and go to waste. But how could I ask him to give it back when he said he needed it? I don't even know where to find him anymore. How about we go to Calibloom first? For now, I think that would be better than heading to Rindhallow. Rindhallow might seem closer in distance, but it'll take too much time, not to mention the danger, due to increasing Sura as you get closer to the polar region. So it's better to go through the water channel and go to Calibloom instead. I know the entrance to a water channel close by. You do? Well then, I have Mr. Claude's letters. I need to deliver to Miss Irie and Teo. I guess I could go to Calibloom and deliver those in the meantime. Yeah, but you're in the past. Again, this is something I already know. I know they're in the past. But I mean, I'd guess this in the previous reaction, but obviously I am right. And I've had that confirmed by virtue of the fact I've read this chapter and a bit of the next one already. Oh, Mao, come with us. You says it's better to head to Calibloom through a water channel, so we could avoid the increasing number of Sura. Sure, I'll come along to Calibloom. Liz, are you asleep? Sleep some more, Liz. Okay. Well, now, let's have some real conversation, shall we? Wow, a cloak that lets you speak the Sura language? You can understand only because I allowed it. Why are you acting like you're all nice around that and innocent around that Nuna? That is a term referring to an older woman, a woman that is older than you, or a senior, in like a position, you know, whether it be because they're older than you or you're senior at work or something. That's what that means. I'm pretty sure in Korean, obviously. What are you up to? The truth is, you're a nasty, tempered thief stealing items from a sleeping person. Look at you, daring to speak up, even when you know you're at a disadvantage. Well, I reckon that's what got the attention of whoever's behind you. I can see why you got chosen by them. A death magician who's got this much audacity, divine affinity, and the capability of using silent magic is considered a rare gem. Now, what do you think I should do? Two things can be done when an enemy has a trump card. I can either get rid of it, or make it mine. Which one sounds better to you? Claude Yui. Literally got him on a fucking leash. But yeah, I did kind of go, woohoo! When that real, because I'd literally called it like, you know, halfway through the chapter. I was like, I mean, it's Claude. I kind of had this thought last time, but I called this and so I did kind of freak out. But you won't get to see that. You won't get to see the genuine first time reaction, but hey. I didn't get too far through the second chapter, but yeah. I managed to get through that in about 3 minutes less than it took me the first time. There we are. Shows how, you know, reading it normally and not trying to voice act it saves time. You don't look so well. If changing our destination to Calibloom is troubling you... No, not at all. I'm just a little tired. We stayed up talking about this and that, so he must be lacking sleep. Anyway, Liz, I need to talk to you in private. Again, right now Claude can't hear you, so you could just whisper to it, have Liz whisper to you, but yeah. I think we're back in the past, when the bracelet was still being kept inside the Earth Temple. What? I know it's hard to believe, but nah, not really. I've been there before. I just didn't know God Kubera could do such a thing. That's all. And I pondered this the first time around, but what's this in... I've actually now changed my thought on this, having read it twice. Originally I thought this was in reaction to this bubble, but there's nothing to say that it's not in reaction to this. Here. Obviously, Carly should know Lise has been through some timey-wimey shit, right? So it's probably not this. It's more likely this. But there's certain aspects that make it seem like Carly doesn't quite know what Lise has been up to, despite how involved Carly has been with Lise. Not directly, but indirectly. It's an interesting little conundrum. What should we do now? Never mind getting the bracelet. The only way to find out how to get back to the future is to ask God Agni. And if you take the bracelet in the past, what would happen to the past before the current point in the past? Where you... Like... What? If you took the bracelet from this point in time to the present, the bracelet would no longer be there for you to have had in the past as well. Because you'd have taken it to the future. And then wouldn't... So then... Oh, no. Oh, no. But I'm afraid we might get in trouble if we get caught approaching the city. How about looking for God Kubera instead? I need to sneeze. Heavens above, bless me. Even if we meet Agni, I doubt he'll have any solution regarding the time. It makes it sound like he just would be like, the time? Mid-afternoon? The time? Mid-afternoon? So, meeting with the one responsible for sending us to the past might be a better way of finding out how we could go back to the future. But first, you must retrieve that bracelet. Since you can't even cast a spell without it due to your zero divine affinity. But, Yuta, if you're suggesting I use the summoning magic, my lifespan... Yeah, now... These were the last bubbles I read before I tabbed into OBS and saw that, well, my microphone wasn't picking up audio. And instead, the webcam fucking was. I mean, the webcam still is, but it's muted. I can unmute it, this is probably gonna sound fucking horrid. So yeah, don't worry. That's what it would have sounded like, if I don't mute the webcam. Because the webcam can pick up audio. So you probably heard like a weird fucking doubling of stuff. That would probably... I don't even know what that's... I don't even know what the webcam like sounds like. Okay? I have no idea what it sounds like. Probably abhorrent. It also now have filters on it. So it probably sounds even more disastrous. There's no audio gate. There's no suppression. There's no... what other filters do I have on my microphone? I'm actually going to have a gander. Yeah, there's no compressor. There's no limiter. There's no gain. There's no expander. There's no 3-gain equalizer. Right? So the fucking audio on that microphone... On the webcam will sound so bad. I'm sorry if that... that might have scared the shit out of some people. When I did that, when I unmuted the webcam. That might have sounded horrid. I mean, it definitely sounded horrid. Let's stop focusing on that and actually read Kubera, shall we? Little tangent. But yeah, this is where I got to. We're now entering uncharted territory. Now we're getting true, unadulterated, first time, real reactions. Please, don't worry. Lifespan matters only when you're summoning a god from another dimension. But God Kubera was already in the human realm this time. Around this time. And I can take care of entering the city just fine. So let's get going. I feel like Lisa's sus. In addition to the security system, the temple's located in the highlands, so there won't be anyone guarding it. Sneaking out that bracelet should be fairly easy at nighttime. Of course you can really summon Lise. You've done it before. And you know you've done it before. You member. We know you member. I'm actually going to adjust my microphone position. There, that feels a bit better. Could I really summon... Wait, how about back then? How did I do it that day? I didn't have the bracelet back then. It wasn't me who summoned him that day? I mean, you were the one that read the book. Who else could have summoned him there? But then again, with the way that your mother looked at you after after the fact, might hear a bit of a chime. I'm just plugging my AirPods in so they charge. But yeah. That, I mean, well, having seen, you know, from the way things looked back then, it was probably Timely's. Because if you remember, looking back, it was adult. The Lees that summoned looked more adult-like than Lees, you know, child Lees. So it's probably Timely's that summoned capital K in the past. So we'll see what's going on there. Season 3, episode 298. Finite 1, 4. I don't know if we should leave Mao behind while he's sleeping. It's not like this area's teeming with abnormal numbers of Sura. Considering he was roaming about the outer city by himself, he should be capable enough to be on his own from here. Plus, now that we know we're in the past, it's better to keep away from him. I hushed him so he wouldn't spill about the future stuff he was told, but he can always make a mistake, you know? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have... Honestly, I thought killing him would be the best way to keep his mouth shut. But then I told myself, let me not. Lees wouldn't like that. Yuta, I get passing through a barrier isn't even a thing to you now. Yuta, I guess passing through a barrier isn't even a thing to you now. Yeah, well, thanks to my mother. Not that I like her, though. I knew it. I just rely on the security system and don't really guard it. What's up? That bench is there, so this place doesn't look like it's holding an important... That bench is there, so this place doesn't look like it's holding an important item. Oh, it's nothing. So, what are you gonna do about the security system? Lees is fucking sus. Lees is hella sus. Well, it's a machine made by creation magic, so I'll simply destroy it. Here, Lees. Take it. Do you not know how to put it on? I do, though it was only how to take it off. Mr. Sierra showed me himself when he took it back from me. Remember when we came to get it taken off me back in the year N15? He refused and said he couldn't reveal it to me because it was a secret only known to priests. He wouldn't refuse to had the way you take it off being completely different from the way you put it on. But then, you might not have heard this. You were so focused on eating that beef tartare. Oh, yeah, I was, wasn't I? Good memories. The classic. The classic. The classic, you tell them something that didn't happen, and then they agree that it happened, and then, you know, they chat and shit. Why do I sound like a bit like a pirate there? You couldn't eat anything back then. Yuta, is it really you? And she's put the bracelet on as well. I've seen it already, so I know there's another being capable of impersonating you. Someone who doesn't get consumed by appetite, or gets no spider veins in his eyes when using them. Primeval god. Kali. Too bad. I wouldn't have made that slip up. I wouldn't have made that slip only if I could use my insight to the fullest. But your mind is such a hassle to look into. Well, I guess this is where the fun ends. Oh! Once a human gets wary of me, Using forceful means is more efficient than words. I can't move. Yeah, of course Yuta's not gonna let you have free reign over his body, especially not if you're attacking Lee's. Yuta? Is that you? Don't come near me! It looks like you've grown up to realize who you really are. Yet you're trying to stand up to me. That's why I was able to take control of your body. Because you've accepted this name. That's not true! My name is... Don't even think about saying it's Jatayu. A name as useless as that one is fitting to a foolish creation. My name is Yuta. I used the name you gave me only to get through the barrier and save Lise. I haven't acknowledged that as my name. I only borrowed it. That's all there is to it. You dare refuse the name I gave you. You say what? Yuta. That name is as good as junk. It holds no power whatsoever. I don't care about power. To me, it's priceless. It's the most precious name she gave to me. Is that so? I see that now. Who has ruined you? You think I just sit on my hands and do nothing about this? This is unacceptable. I won't let that garbage eat away at my best piece of creation. I won't let you harm Lise either. If you plan to mess with my time even further to be up to no good, I suggest you don't. You're sealed and can't even move at will. You're inside my body only because I wanted you to be. Mother, you'd better take into account that. Unlike when I'm out of my consciousness, I'm the one in control at these moments. Alright, brother. Chill out. Chill out, bro. What the hell, man? What the hell? Bro is, I mean, that's how Yuta's kind of always been. He's very serious when it comes to Lise. So, this is not exactly surprising. But hot damn. What the hell? That look. You must be almost ready to take the throne. 10 years following your third stage development. Or this timing could have moved up due to Taraka's death. You didn't know? Regardless of Taraka's death, you were created to become the king 10 years after you developed into a third stage. It never occurred to you something was odd. Even when your appetite grew stronger by the day, and your physical traits kept changing. Of course, none of that would have happened had you grown closer to a Garuda during your third stage. But too bad. You've already chosen to be a chaos. You seem just fine, so I couldn't tell. But that look of yours speaks volumes. You're for sure almost ready for your coronation. I mean, he's got the headpiece of a Garuda, but yeah, one of those wings really ain't. According to my plan, your body should have also lost the human-like shape by now, but hearing that girl Lise mention restraining, I guess you've been using items to hold back yourself. But suppressing yourself must have gotten more difficult over time, and even adding more items wouldn't have helped much. Who knows? You might have even yanked your own eyes out to hang in there, so you don't end up harming that human, Lise. You still have enough power to use insight on me while you're sealed? I don't even need my insight to figure out this much. Did you forget I've gone through countless universes? No matter what you do, you'll always be in the palm of my hands. Oh, anyway, will you be alright, my son? You don't seem to have those items with you anymore. And your body will experience a rapid breakdown if you kick me. As of now, you're engulfing that human... As of now, your engulfing of that human seems more plausible than my harming her. Wouldn't you agree? Season 3, episode 299, Finite 1, 5. Yuta! Yuta! If you're trying to talk me into buying... If you're trying to talk me into buying you, forget it. It's parental advice. Don't you think I know you too well to be taking that advice? I can handle my appetite by suppressing it. Or keeping my distance from her. But you, Mother, I know you won't leave Lise alone. But you expect me to believe you wouldn't hurt her? When all you've done until now was killing every living creature I get attached to. I see. You've gotten soft again. All over again, despite all that harshness I've exposed you to while raising you. Is Vishnu the problem? Or Shuri? Or perhaps it was the weak point Taraka has revealed to you. I never really liked Taraka's attitude. I even shared with her all my memories to make her believe she was Kali herself, but she was still different from me. Maybe I should have discarded her for an alternative as soon as I sensed something was wrong. I used her as is to make the time and effort I put in worthwhile. Oh. And my masterpiece turned out to be a little crooked. She's taking on more of her actual form. You think you stand a chance against me with that rubbish name? Not a chance! Maybe not by force, but I'll be able to resist you mentally. Since you won't have authority over a body with a rubbish name. Resist me, you say? What gives you that confidence when you've been knocked out until now? That was just so I could bring you out. Did you think it was all luck and coincidence? I snapped out just in time to save Lise from your attack. I thought you'd be interested enough in Lise's items to tell her to get back to the future. Oh, yeah. I see. So you were pretending to be unconscious all this time? Damn you. You dared to deceive me and use me? Tell me, what if I hadn't come? What then? It would have been okay for you for your unconscious flesh to follow instincts and harm Lise. I already knew what her shoes could do. If I'm left with nothing but instincts, I wouldn't have the intelligence to deal with those shoes. So I reckon I couldn't hurt her either way. Lise could have been at stake. You adore that human so much that you're willing to even stand up to me. Yet you acted based on mere presumption. I guess you're not so cautious when it comes to these things. Or you're so used to hurting her over and over again that you didn't think much of it. It's irritating to see you oppose me like this. But then again, I like it. Never thought I'd see a day when you deceive and use me. Like mother, like son. Very well. The true purpose of a creation's existence is to bring about unexpected outcomes. I'll let you have it your way this time, but I'll have you pay the price for your insolence when you return to the future. Next time I'll keep your consciousness trapped if that's what it takes. To erase Lise from this world once and for all. Wait! By that do you mean... Mother! 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 What are you doing? I told you not to come near me. Why wouldn't you listen? Oh, you were lying down like you were dead, so I was seeing if I could wake you up. It was like that when we first got here. You were lying dead still until I got close to you. Only then you started moving to bite me. Oh my god, that sounds so dangerous. I could have bitten you for real. It's all good. Now that I have the bracelet on top of my shoes, I should be the one who's sorry to you for my automatic reflex. I keep smacking and hurting you. Something else could have been waking up inside my body, you know? Another being that knows all about your item and their drawbacks. Yeah, well, it was your mother who gave me these shoes, so... Yuta, I don't think we ever had a chance to talk about this. But when we went to Conchas, she showed up using your body. I mean, on your end, you might not have even gone to Conchas at all. I don't know how to explain this. It's something I couldn't even say in front of God Agni. We regressed to the past, didn't we? Are you Yuta? What food did we eat when we first met? Fresh combination vegetable green tea noodles. It was just a hunch when the three of you poofed in the middle of passing through that water channel in Conchas. But after seeing my brother in his fifth stage, I was able to make sense of what happened in Conchas. That my mother's power had sent the three of you back to the past, except me. Yeah, and then you sent the other two back. God, so it's so weird seeing the choke Chandra gave. The cloak Chandra gave Ran not being black. Yeah, we got a little flashback. Oh, yo, Yuta is like... Jaw's chiseled nowadays, holy. He looks so much softer. It's all flashback. I'm sorry. I'll never leave you alone again. I promise. And then that sweet, oh my, I've seen the thumbnails for a few chapters time. But yeah, on that wholesome note, we'll leave that there. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, sub, notification bell. Trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the year, as I've been saying repeatedly recently. So, if you can do me a solid and help me get there, that'd be fantastic. With that out of the way, I've been Animosity, you've been you, and I'll just next time. Ta-ta. Bye now.